What's up with it? It's your boy Antoine. Welcome to today's live. We're going to be talking about the best way to find buyers for your deals in 2023. Let me do my routine. Where you guys watching from? Where you guys watching from? There we go. Hope all is well. Hope you have an amazing day. It's going to be a short live today. It's a busy day for me today. So I got a hard stop at 1 o'clock. So if you have questions now, I suggest that you ask the questions, whether you're going through some stuff. It's Wednesday, so it's hump day, it's midweek. What have you accomplished? What you came through, some issues that you want some clarity on. Put that right down in the comments so I can answer the questions as quickly as possible. And Friday we're having an event, free event. We're going to be teaching you guys how to generate leads. So look out for that link. Team was a little behind. They should have been had it up, but look out for that link. They'll put it up, and it's free to come and watch and learn the information for you. And then at the end of the month, we're having a 2-day event. That's not free, but it's definitely going to be pay what you want. So we'll be dropping a link to the wait list, so that way you can get signed up and then be alerted once that link drops. When you get to the link, you just put them out that you wish to pay for the event to come and attend, and boom, we go from there. So, like I said, in 2023, things are going to be a little bit different when it comes to finding buyers. The biggest thing when it comes to finding buyers is to understand that you can't hide behind just texting back and forth, right? You can't hide behind text messages. You want to make sure that you're actually picking up the phone and communicating. See, we got so comfortable with just texting people and stuff. Even with like issues, like if you want to communicate effectively with people, don't be afraid not to pick up the phone and call somebody. Don't just be a person hide behind text messages. That'll make you a better person, a better leader, better everything. So when you're talking to cash buyers, they don't want to text back and forth unless the relationship is already established. If the relationship is established, then you already have preconditioned to text them because you kind of know them, you build rapport with them, they know you, vice versa. But if this is a person fresh off the streets, or this is your first time meeting them, or this is a new relationship, I definitely say, get them reps on the phone and talk to them on the phone and really build rapport with them on the phone or in person. That's up to you. So that being said, let me get everything situated. Like I said, the first way that you want to build these, cash buyers list is just through strong relationships, right? So, you may know relatives. You can get a list of relatives. There's a website. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but once a year I buy like this database. No, once every 2 years. It's not every year. I buy this database of all the relatives in the United States. Now, it can be a little cheaper too if you just buy like for your particular state. But shit, if you're going to spend all that money, you might as well just buy the whole United States just in case you decide to go virtually. And then what we do is we warm up that list. We just don't straight send them an email. Like we send them an email of value, let them know what we do. We help relatives take their business to the next level by adding an extra 4 to 5 deals a year. We're working with wholesalers and real estate investors. And then we send them a little article, or we send them something that's informative. And then we ask for them to book a call with us so we can see what their investors are looking for. When you take them straight off the internet, or you take them straight off emails to booking a call and talking to someone in person, it really helps you understand who this relative is, what they do, like what their experience is. Are they an investor? like all of that great stuff. So you're communicating with them. So making sure that you build your list that way is awesome because a lot of realtors have relationships with buyers. Some of these buyers are really old school. They don't believe in doing nothing without their realtor. So um, also other industry professionals, people who else works on the transaction, such as hard money lenders. They're a great source to build your cash buyers list because who's giving the money away to most of the cash buyers? Because cash is vanity, right? As long as somebody shows up at the table why the money ain't, they don't care where it comes from. So a hard money lender is definitely a great source of cash buyers. So you want to probably reach out to a lot of the local hard money lenders that's very active in Facebook groups, that's very active in the meetups, that maybe even run their own meetups, that really has a strong social media presence. Because what that's going to tell you, if they're investing so much time and effort into social media, they probably have clients, right? There's a lot of people out here, just like realtors, who have the license or have the skills to do what's necessary, but that don't mean they have the business or the clients, guys. So when you reach out to these hard money lender, let them know who you are. Hey, my name is Antoine. I'm just reaching out to you to see if there's a way that if I have a deal, could you underwrite it for me? And we'll use you as a person that can lend the money to, the preferred person that can lend the money to your investors. So that being said, if I send your deal and it's within your underwriting guidelines and you like it, if you can do me a favor and pass this deal around to like maybe your top 5 investors who finance their deals to you, so that way you can make commission on this. I can get a deal so quickly under the radar, and the cash buyer can literally have more deal flow. So reach out to them. Don't sound desperate. Don't always sound like you're begging. Reach out to them and offer them value first. Maybe send them something that's interesting, or send them an article or something that can really spark their attention, and then throw that pitch in there. So, or just be active. What I do, especially like if you're dealing with the brokers, because you're usually not going to really talk to the owners directly as much. Figure out who the top brokers that's out there in the streets with their sleeves rolled up, comment on their stuff, show them some love, show them some support, share their stuff, and then turn around, hop in their DM, say, hey man, I see you doing a lot of lending. Do you have a lot of buyers that's buying this area at this price point? Okay, if I send you deals that fit your criteria, is it okay if you pass these deals on to your buyers to see if if they want to finance them through you, and then sign the contract? Full disclosure, all of these situations that I'm sending you are assigned contracts. Is that going to be an issue? Do you guys have, and here's some things you can qualify to make sure that you want to work with these types of hard money lenders as potential referral people for your buyers list. Do you guys accept assignment fees? And if so, is there a limit per deal, or is there underwriting criteria guidelines for the assignment fees? And if not, then please let me know. Because then if you got a chance to make $25,000 on a deal, but this particular lender already say in the database that we only pay up to $13,000 assignment fees, you're not going to want to send that to that lender because you're just going to take less. I would go after the lenders that has a no cap on the amount of assignment fees, or that makes sense to them. Obviously, got to be underneath the underwriting guidelines. Underneath everything, the all-in cost may be 65 cents on the dollar, whatever the case may be. But you'll figure that out as you talk to the lenders and as you build your back-end database. And the back-end database can be very simple. It can just be like a spreadsheet with some different headers on it saying who this person is, what area they lend in and all that stuff. So as you get deals, you can go back to that as a reference. So that's powerful as for cash buyers. Also, you can kind of network, old school guerrilla style. Go to the auctions, and pass out your business cards or flyers. And they could just say, you sick and tired of coming here? Get deals sent to you daily without going to the auction. Text me now to get on my list. And then when they text you, right, they opting into your list, and you can set this up on our companies, on our software that we have called Prospect. But when they text you, they opt into your list, and then you can send them back a series of questions to add them to your list. And what happens is then you take time to call them. Hey, I know we met at the auction. I see you text me. I really appreciate it. Tell me what you're looking for to buy the next 3 months. How much cash you working with? How quickly can you close? Are you using hard money? Are you using 401k funds? What are you using to do these transactions? And literally, that's going to be really beneficial for you. So if you decide to go to the auctions, the sheriff sales and stuff, it's a great way to get people that's really in it for right now, that's there in real time, no list, no spreadsheet, no nothing can compete with actually meeting buyers and flesh in person. So if you got time for that, or if you can make time for that, head to the sheriff sales and the auctions and stuff, and just pass out your card. You ain't gotta just say, "Hey man, I just want to give you this, just want to give you this, just want to give you this," and then it ain't gotta have your name or number. It just have a tagline. You sick and tired of coming to places like this, just to come up short or something like that. Text me now and then get on my list to get deals sent to you every day. So literally that's another way. What else? You guys got any questions? Like I said, another way you can build your cash buyers list is to meetup.com. Meetup.com. There's a bunch of meetups in your area or places you want to do virtual wholesale deals where you can say, "Hey guys, anybody looking to add an extra 1 or 2 deals a month to their pipeline? If you're a fix and flipper or buy and hold investor, text me deals. Give me deals at whatever the number is." And then when they text you, it'll automatically respond to them and then put them on the list. And you can even schedule like schedule a call link or something like that to talk about your criteria, whatever. And then you get on the phone with them and qualify them as their true buyer. You can ask them pertinent questions like, "Hey, when the last time you bought a deal? Do you have any other deals you're currently looking at? What does the next 90 days look like for you? How many deals you plan on closing on? What's your biggest goal for this year? What's your buy box like?" And what you're doing is you're building what we call a buy box for each buyer. You're building a buyer profile. So that way you'll know that, oh, this buyer only likes townhouses. This buyer likes single family houses less than 300,000. This buyer likes raw land that's been untouched, that's zoned for residential. Like once you figure that out, guys, you'll have an easy time building a buyer. So you can go and just pull big crazy lists, but it's nothing like having a conversation with somebody to see what they're looking for when they're buying. So when you have something similar to that, man, selling the deal will be the easiest part of what you got going on. Because a lot of people struggle with this concept because they put so much focus on the front end. What do I think about Little Rock as a virtual market? So what I would do is I would just check and see what zip code I like. You know what I mean? And once I like the zip code, then I pull that zip code and go from there. Pick like 1 or 2 zip codes. So that's the biggest thing I can kind of tell you to focus on. So once you do that, you be good to go. Let me see if I can help you out. Hey brother, would you like me to give you like 1 or 2 solid zip codes in Little Rock, Arkansas that you can focus on? Let me know. Put yes in the comments. How about I give out a couple of zip codes today as a treat that you can focus on, that are proven solid zip codes that you can use to do your marketing to. And that way now you know people buying there, you know it's a good place, there's buyers there, all of that. And then you can reinforce that by going on PropStream and check and just putting the zip code in and searching and then seeing what cash buyers or transactions took place in that area. Sorry about that. My mic went out. So what I was saying was I will focus on 72204. This is Little Rock, Arkansas. 72205. Give me 1 second. Seven two two zero four, 72209. I'm sorry, no 7205, and then 72206. That's what I focus on. 72204, 72209. And then 72206. 72206. Yeah, these are 3 zip codes I'll focus on. And like I said, the house price is less than 100,000. And yeah, go from there. That's what I do. Do a little more research, obviously, run it through CrossStream, see where the buyer is at. At the same time as I'm pulling my marketing list, I'm building my cash buyers list at the same time. So you can have your VAs run the same campaigns, one, for the zip codes, one for, motivated sellers, and then one for cash buyers. But you want to make sure that your VAs are confident, they're understanding what they're doing, and they're happy and enthusiastic. Because what happens is a lot of cash buyers like, oh, it's this foreign person calling me, this company, they're just full of shit. Like, you want to make sure that VA represents your company really well from a doing business standpoint. So let me make sure that I say it to you again so you won't forget. It is 72204, 72209, and 72206 will be the earliest I will focus on if I touch the ground in Little Rock, Arkansas right now. Plenty of money out there. It's buy and hold. People doing a lot of, new construction on rental properties, build to rent type of stuff. So I will focus on stuff less than 100,000 ARV, in my opinion. Okay, back to what I was talking about. Just want to make sure I want to stay on topic. Meetup.com is a good place. You can network on Meetup.com. There's a lot of buyers there. You can go to different events. Some buyers like local events. Like obviously, I wouldn't go out of town events if I'm versus wholesaling, because then, unless you specifically looking for buyers, in that city that the event is hosted at. But I wouldn't waste my money going out of town buying a plane ticket and doing all that shit. I would go to the local events, the local meetups, the local RIAs, and just have people. What I do is I create a system. Text me. When they say text get deals, they'll automatically get prompted with a question. Or you can just set up a schedule or a calendar. And when they do a calendar-like thing, then someone from the team can call and ask them all of the qualifying questions about their business, what they're looking for, their buying power. Do they have partners? How long does it take them to make a decision? How many deals a month are they looking to scale to? Like all of that improvement stuff, so you can build out your back-end database. So that way you won't be wasting your time talking to people. Like, let's say, for example, if you got an email, what's up, bro? If you got an email of a buyer and that's it, it's almost kind of worthless because you don't know exactly what they want. So now when you're sending them emails about deals, they're not engaging in your emails, or they're not taking you serious because they're like, yo, none of this is anything I'm looking for, anything I'm interested in. So when you do it like that, and you're talking to them, and you're on the phone with them, you're building relationships, you have one of the most powerful buyers lists that you can get your hands on. And then you know who's what and who's buying what. And then obviously if things change or update with your buyers, they'll tell you, hey, yeah, by the way, Antoine, we buying land down, and we looking for land down in, Jacksonville, or like whatever the situation is, they'll let you know. They'll be probably happy to tell you. Also, ask Your buyers, your existing buyers list, send out emails. Hey, do you know anybody else looking to buy real estate? If you can just send me their name and number, that'd be greatly appreciated. That alone will get you more buyers, right? And then, like I said, you can do the other things like the prop strings. Excuse me, prop string will allow you to it will allow you to look at different ways to pull buyers, such as fix and flip buyers, buy and hold type of buyers, cash buyers. It'll allow you to look at that stuff. But the issue with that is now you got to manually, skip trace them, and then you got to do a campaign again. You still got to do some reach out to them before you even send them an email. My biggest thing is I would rather try to call someone first before I send them an email, so then I can set the expectation that I will be emailing you, and this is my name, and please take me off your spam list. If you don't want to receive emails or opportunities to make money with me, I completely understand, but just allow me to email you a few deals first before you come to that conclusion. So that's the biggest thing. It's no big magic pill or no mystery to it. It's just rolling up your sleeves out here in the streets. Literally, when I say literally, out here in the streets, networking, talking to buyers, mingling with people. Once you get a deal on a contract, you're confident that, hey, I know what these buyers are buying in this particular area with this type of deal. I'm confident they'll buy this from me. Now, if you're messing up on the acquisition side and, you're not taking into consideration the foundation, or if you're looking at a house talking about, yeah, you just need paint, carpet, and a few other things, but I think $20,000 get it done, but it's a house that was built in 1960 and it's a big single family house and, it haven't been renovated in 30 years. Like, that house is going to need a significant amount of work. Now, you even come to the conclusion, understanding that that house needs a significant amount of work is not a good deal, or you're going to lock up deals and you're going to be on a hamster wheel, never actually getting across the finish line, because there is no finish line. It's a facade. You're on a hamster wheel. You think you on your way somewhere, but you just rolling and rolling in a cycle that keep repeating itself because you don't understand the transition from acquisitions to dispositions. So, any questions about and how to find, your buyers for your deals in 2023? Like I said, rolling up your sleeves, getting out there in the streets is going to be your best way. There's no magic pill. There's no magic software that's going to send you all of the buyers with their names and their social security numbers. None of that crap. It's literally rolling up your sleeves, getting out here on the phones, talking to people, correlating relationships with people, and building your list that way. That's the best way you can do it. Now, if you want to host your list on certain platforms, Investor Lift, the other new platforms came on, Town Square, whatever it's called, you can do that. If you want to go on Fiverr and have somebody create a prudent database, or create a system where when you're looking for a buyer with this criteria, it automatically triggers and sends it to people on this list. You can do that too. So it may cost you a couple $1,000, depending on how sophisticated you want it, or you can get it done as cheap as a few $100 if you don't want all of the sophistications or the easiness of navigating through it. So there's multiple ways to do it. Any questions before we wrap it up, guys? Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining the live, I just want to recap what we talked about. We talked about finding buyers. I gave a bunch of nuggets. Maybe go back and watch the replay. I gave a bunch of nuggets how you're going to find buyers. And basically, to wrap it up and summarize it, it's just straight up rolling up your sleeves and doing the work, calling people. If you can't do it, then have your VAs do it. But make sure that your VAs sound very personable. They sound very interested in the conversation. They're happy to be a servant to them, call and ask your questions. And they're getting all the qualified questions answered before they add these people to your buyers list. So that's my biggest takeaway. And then I said networking, going to meetup.com, letting people know what you're doing. Setting up a trigger number where like you text a keyword and then that keyword sends back a response like, thank you so much. Here's the link to, for some questions we have so we can start sending you deals, or here's the link to book a call. So our home selling specialist can get your information to see exactly what deals you want to be sent to you. And literally, people there cooperate, especially if your messaging right, your copy is right, they'll cooperate. You can even create a landing page, and that's what we're going to show you on Friday. all the different tools that you can use to take your business to the next level, generate leads. You can create a landing page where you can gather all this information. Maybe you don't feel like doing a call. What you can do is create a video. You can create a sales video. You can literally create a sales video with talking about, hey, this is what we do. This is how we send out deals. I just need you to fill out the form so that we can add you to our system. And literally, once you fill out the form, we add you to our system. We can start sending you deals consistently. You'll be assigned an account rep, aka disposition manager, and they'll formally reach out to you and introduce themselves to you. If you're working with VAs or yourself, you may be wanting to call yourself the account rep, or you may just say, "Hey, I'm the person who will be sending you deals," or whatever. Whatever how you want to position it, you just want to let them know that you mean business. And you're not just another wholesaler trying to figure it out. Okay, got you. Well, you were going over the Fed cold calling people, especially buyers. Yeah. We were going over that. I think the biggest fear of people having to call people is they don't understand what they're doing. They don't understand the entire process. But once you understand the 4 pillars and understand your place in the transaction, you'll have that confidence to call people and know exactly why are you supposed to be on the phone. Like a lot of people expect so much of their VA, do this, do that, but they don't have a clue what they should be doing. So once you explain that process to the VAs and you train them thoroughly, they'll be confident, you'll be confident, whoever's on the phones will be definitely confident to call people and be happy and ecstatic that they're here to serve people. So that's the biggest thing. Buyers list are just important as people put. Yeah. It's not important because if you got a solid buyers list, you can sleep better at night knowing that I can get these deals sold, within 2-3 days. I got a relationship with this buyer. I know for a fact he just sold 4 houses and he got 1031 exchange. He may pay a little more for these houses because he's just trying to hurry up and get the deal done before he loses his right to that 1031 exchange. So we had an insider information. I'm not saying be unethical. I'm just saying do what makes business sense. So you know that you can get 25. You may put it out there for 18 because you just want it gone, but you may send it to that 1031 buyer and say, "Yo, I can get you this for 26 right now, and don't call nobody else on my list. If you're ready to go, it's a good deal. It's stabilized. They got tenants already in place. Here's the due diligence. Here's all the paperwork. Here's everything I came up with. Here's a copy of the lease. Here's this. Here's that." They would gladly pay that $26,000 for all of it. Because once again, time is precious, right? Time is the most valuable commodity that we all have. So if a person realizes that, I can get this done, I can save $200,000 on my taxes, I might have to pay him $25,000. Who the hell cares? It's house money because that money's gonna go to the government anyway. So at the end of the day, once you start to understand that in business, and you start to understand these little small things that the buyer's going through, or these little loopholes, and the type of financing your buyer is using. Are they using hard money, right? If they're using hard money, guess what? It may be a little complicated for them to hit the appraisal. So you may say, "Hey, listen, you can pay me outside of the hard money transaction, but I need some guarantee, right?" You can even make a post-dated lien, or promissory note or something to say, "Hey, you taking possession of this house at this date. I'm going to date it for this date," and then get somebody to notarize it afterwards, right? So once they close and notarize it, or at the same time, the title company, you can say, "Hey, listen, I got something for you. While he's there, I need this paper signed and notarized, and he's going to give me a check outside the hood." They'll do that for you because honestly, I don't know if you guys notice or not, you guys are not important to the hood anyway, right? And why? Because you're just another expense line item. A wholesaler assignment fee is just an expense line item. You was just important as the appraisal. You was just important as maybe someone who had to come and clean the house, or someone who took the photographies and they get paid to the hood, or the bank sent out somebody for pictures or home preparation or survey, the survey, all that. You're just important as that. You fall down there. Now they just place you at the other side of the hood, in your own separate place, just because they want you to feel cool and important. But in reality, you just a transaction. You're not on a deed or anything that's important to the hood. So they'll do that transaction off the hood, and then they'll give you something him to sign something, or something that can stick that you can throw on the property if you start tripping and pay the money. You know, you can even have the title company do the deal where he sends the money separately into escrow and he pay you separately, right? It's not a lawyer. They're lawyers, right? You can do that. You can have a lawyer do that for you. If the title company don't want to do it, go to a separate lawyer and say, yo, here's send the money here. He's going to hold the money. Once everything closed, you confirm that everything went through smooth. He will release the money to me. If something happens, here's the clause for you to get the money back or not get the money back. So sometimes, like I said, in business, you got to be very flexible and understand how to negotiate and speak up. Don't be traditional all the time, because what happens is if you're not willing to think outside the box, a lot of your deals are going to get jammed up. Any questions before we wrap it up? Any questions? Going once, going twice. Like I said, today is a short day. Tomorrow we'll be right back at you, and Friday we'll be right back at you. We're having a 2-day event at the end of the month. You know, the price of the tickets will be pay what you want. So put whatever you want on the price and put your credit confirmation and pay. We'll have the waiting list for you, so that way you can sign up on the waiting list and then get the link sent directly to your phone once that's ready for you. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. But like I said, if you have a question, drop your question. If you want to book a call with me and really figure out how to take your business to the next level, and you trying this for months and months and you're not getting the traction, look in the description, click the link to book a call with us, and someone will get on the call with you and help you out. And then, like I said, we have a couple of things that we could do for you. If you have a VA and you feel like that VA is not turning the corner yet, or you feel like you don't have time to give them 3 to 6 hours a week in training, sign them up for our $97 a month program. $97 a month, you'll be grandfathered in. Come January 31st, it will go up to $297, the right price. So we're just trying to promote and get as many people signed up as possible. So if you want to take advantage of that, it should be in the bio, in the description. If not, text me 202-335-3322, and I'll send you over the link ASAP. Like I said, today is Wednesday, the 11th. It's hump day. I know a lot of you guys probably at work, or you're going through stuff, or you're busy, but just make time to build your bias list. You should be spending as much time in 2023 as cold calling sellers, as to be cold calling prospective buyers and building that list. Especially if you're virtually wholesaling, you want to start building your buyers list all up and down the possible state that you're working, as well as the next state over, and just continue to build that list, because then you can reach out to people and you have this advantage over your competition. And you know what their price point is. You know how much they'll pay for something based on their criteria or the type of financing. When you understand the financing of a cash buyer, whether they're using their own cash, they're using hard money, they're using private money, they're using a line of credit, then you'll understand exactly if you could put a little extra on the assignment fee, if you got to take a little off to make it work. Either way, you know exactly what's going on with that bias. But like I said, today was a good episode. I think I covered a lot. I think typically most people don't even talk about this publicly. This is sold in a training or 2-day mastermind. But we just wanted to give you guys some game, because what's the point of getting deals on a contract if you can't sell them? Right? If I had $1 for every time a person I talked to or interacted with in real estate said I had a deal on a contract but I couldn't sell it, I'd probably had like $50,000 in my bank account. Literally, just from $1. I mean, I heard it about 50,000 times. So if that's the common reason, why not focus on building a buyers list? Right? And that's the biggest thing. Going to 2023, you're about to see some weird times. So you need to be prepared. And the only way you're going to get through this is to have the information that you need to be successful. Continue to network and mastermind and trainings, and come to YouTube lives like this, and come to our events, and create strategic partnerships with people. Right? You might got a deal that is you having a hard time moving, and you know this other dude, that's all he do is move these deals in this area. Swallow your pride, reach out to him and say, yo, what we can do to bust this down? And don't be trying to come up with people like, I give you 10%, I give you 20%. Like, value people, right? I got this rule, like, man, I just split shit down the middle of people when I do business with people 50-50 because no one can never have time to worry about, damn, I only got 20%, only got 30%, only got 40%. We all got the same equal money. We all equal. So nobody can be, mad or upset or angry at whatever. You know what I mean? So when we do a 50-50 down the middle, it takes out the confusion and the egoness because you guys are equal 50-50. That being said, what's up with it, Mama? Hope all is well, man. Hope you're doing good. We having our acquisition training. We got 2 more seats left. If you're interested in it, reach out. We get you signed up. We're going to be teaching a lot of stuff today. It's going to be about maybe almost 2 hours long. So be prepared. Whoever's coming, you're in for a good treat. But like I said, just text me. If you're just watching the live, please go back and watch everything. It's not that long today. I just want to make sure that people have the resources they need to be able to get quality cash buys. It's not just one app. It's not just one software. It's not just one strategy that's going to build your awesome cash buys. It's everything I said today. So please go back and watch it so that way you can write it down and start implementing this stuff and really make a huge impact. But I appreciate you guys, man. Let me continue pushing on with my day. I got a lot to do. We got to train a bunch of VAs. We got 4 o'clock training, 5 o'clock training, and then we're doing some individualized stuff for some of our clients' VAs. So I like this stuff. And then I just bought me some training for my personal self for the new business I'm working on. So I'm always investing. So when people say, "Oh, you shouldn't buy courses," or courses always, hey, I buy courses too from people. You always got to invest in yourself and be willing to take the risk and just fill people out. If you feel like, this is what I do before I buy someone's course or product. If I don't get value from your free information, like if I can't just fill up my notebook with your free information and I can't go implement that today, and I feel like you're talking in circles and you for a whole YouTube video, you're talking about your life story, you're talking about your friends, you're talking about everything but what the YouTube topic is, I know your course is trash. So, but if I can go into your stuff and, there's a few people out there that give that sauce away and I'm taking notes like, yeah, this shit good, yeah, that's what I need. Then when it's time to, invest in myself and buy the course, the decision is no brainer because the value is there. So, and like I said, a lot of courses, it's not going to be like life changing and oh my God, all the information. I'm only looking for 1 or 2 solid nuggets that I can take and really implement in the structure. If you completely brand new with something, you want to know what the whole entire structure is. So when I'm currently working on this, I know the whole structure and I'm just looking for nuggets so I can launch. But yeah, I'm not going to bore you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Do me a favor, if you're watching the replay, subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this to 3 to 5 people that you know, like, and love. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're going to be continuing to pushing forward. Starting next week, we're doing 2 lives a day, 1 for real estate type people, and then 1 for just general entrepreneurs where I'm covering a lot of stuff. So if you have another business outside of real estate, you want to watch my Extremepreneur or Extreme Success live, where we're going to be talking about so much. Like literally, that's going to be amazing. I can't wait to start doing that live. But other than that, I got to go. Appreciate you.